Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Noor Azizah and I'm from class C 2020. Now I would like to present the material about language change in EFL context. So for the first material is about variation and change. Everyone speaks at least one language and probably most people in the world speak more than one. Even Americans, most of whom speak only English, usually know more than one dialect. All dialects start with the same system, and their partly independent histories leave different parts of the parent system intact. Language varies in three major ways, which are interestingly interrelated over time, in cycle space, and socially. Language change variation over time has its origin in spatial or regional and social variation. The source of change over time is always current variation. What kind of language change are there? First, there's vocabulary change. Slang terms in particular come and go every few years, and the meaning of word change too. Grammatical construction also changes. Last but not least, sounds change. Everyone realizes this in a way. When dialect variation causes communication breakdown, if you go into a Chicago store and ask for steak in an East Coast accent, you may get steak instead. And Bostonians sometimes have trouble understanding Alabamians even when both are using standard English grammar. Next, how do changes spread? First, from style to styles. In the speech of a particular individual, it suggests the change spread from one style to another, or say from more formal speech to more casual speech. First, in the most formal style of the young people in the most socially status group in the community, then it would spread to a less formal style for that group while also spreading to the most formal style of other groups, such as to older people's speech and the speech of people from a lower social group. The change gradually spread from style to style and from group to group. Eventually, almost everyone used the new form in all their speech style. And next, from word to word lexical diffusion, it seemed to be the case that sound change not only spread from one person to another and from one style to another style, they also spread from one word to another. Sound change typically spread through different words one by one. This is called lexical diffusion. When a sound change begins, all the words with a particular vowel don't change at once in the speech of community. Of course, a change often does not spread to all the possible words which could be affected, or the sound change does not go to completion. So there are often some words that remain with the original pronunciation. And next, how do we study language change? First, apparent time studies of language change. Comparing the speech of people from different age groups can be useful. Clue then to language change. This has been called the apparent time method of studying change. Differences between the speech of older people and younger people are interpreted as indication of changes in progress. Younger speakers tend to use more of the newer or innovative forms, and older speakers use more of the older, conservative forms, the ones they adopt in their teenage years. And the second, language change in real time. The apparent time method of studying language change is a useful shortcut for sociolinguists who generally cannot afford to wait around for 20 years to see what happened in real time. Sometimes, however, it is possible to build on the work of early linguists when studying change. Dictionaries that provide the date when a form was first known can assist in tracing change in vocabulary over time. And the last reason for language change. Language change for several reasons. First, it changes because the needs of its speaker change. New technology, new product, and new experiences require new words to refer them clearly and efficiently. Another reason for change is that no two people have had exactly the same language experience. We all know a slightly different set of word and construction depending on our age, job, education level, region of the country, and so on. We pick up new words and phrases from all the different people we talk with, and this combine to make something new and unlike any other person particular way of speaking. At the same time, various groups in society use language as a way of marking their group identity, showing who is and isn't a member of the group. Thank you, that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.